Some relief is coming to the traffic there on the Pima Freeway. That's the 101. The southbound Loop 101 finishing up construction on an additional lane there.
So we've got some good news. We've got Troy Lynch live in North Scottsdale with nice sunrise as we're getting going on our Monday morning. So the project is finishing up. Troy, what's going on?
Yeah, so the closure officially is over as one of the new lanes, or the new lane in the Loop 101 southbound, just officially opened up today. However, there was a closure that went from Hayden Road all the way down to Shea Boulevard over the weekend. However, people do not have to deal with that anymore. But for more on that, I do want to bring in ADOT's Doug Nitzel. Doug, thank you for joining me this morning again. I appreciate it. But why is this so important that now the northbound and southbound lanes here on the Loop 101 now have a new lane?
Well, as I say, Troy, give me 2 years, I'll give you new lanes. And that's what it's been, a 2-year project. It's coming to an end, and this is a big milestone to get the new lanes open. So last week, it was the northbound new lane. This morning, it's the southbound new lane. So drivers have more room, and there's been the improvements in terms of the on and off ramps through here. So it's a big day for us.
What was the main reason for these new lanes? Was it just to alleviate some congestion on these highways?
Well, it's all been part of an overall effort dating back decades. The Loop 101 now has been widened all the way from I-17 down to the Loop 202 in Chandler, the Santan Freeway. And this was the last project to take care of, to get an additional lane built along the Loop 101. So again, 4 regular traffic lanes and an HOV lane in each direction. So this project now matches what we've done on either end along Loop 101.
So impressive. I'm sure so many people are going to be happy about that. However, we were talking a little bit off camera that the construction's not necessarily over because there's a project that's starting sometime in the spring next year, correct?
Right. We're looking to wrap up this particular project early in the year. We still have work to do. Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, the interchange there is a good example of work still taking place. But even in the spring, after this project ends, we're going to have a follow-on project, a separate project, and that is going to smooth the pavement surface with that process known as diamond grinding. That's going to be mostly overnight lane restrictions for that particular project, but we want folks to know that there is still some pavement smoothing work that we're going to do out here.
Awesome. Well, Doug, thank you so much. So obviously with that project supposed to be happening overnight, so if you are driving overnight, expect some construction to be on those highways. Also, the renovations for the Raintree off-ramp is officially done too. That was supposed to be completed a little bit later this week, but they got it done a little bit early. So the Loop 101 here in North Scottsdale, a little bit wider and a lot more spacious for drivers. But we're live here in North Scottsdale. Troy Lynch, 12 News, Today in AZ.